Jania, guest story, yeah. Hope you're well and having a great day. Before we get started, I would like to say a big thank you to everyone who watched my last video. We've nearly hit 100k views, and for me, that's a big deal, especially on a small channel. So, thank you so much. More content, more mods are coming soon, so make sure you subscribe. And especially, I'm in the process of ordering an LED steering wheel, so make sure you subscribe to watch that. Now, I wasn't going to make this video, but a lot of you have messaged me asking how was the virtual cockpit doing? Has it held up well? Any glitches, any lag, stuff like that. And in a nutshell, I'm impressed. For £350, you get a virtual cockpit. I had a lot of haters saying that why did you get a cockpit from AliExpress? Jania, there are pure desi. Think about it. This costs £350 and has more features than the original that costs around 1k nowadays. Overall, it does the job and all the core functionality just works. Rev counter works, speedo works, fuel gauge works, everything works as intended. My main concern was that it stops working, it glitches, the cruise control doesn't work, and I do a lot of miles. And since I've installed the virtual cockpit, I've done probably 1500 miles, and the cruise control just works fine. And it really transforms the interior. Like you've seen the mods I've done, the ambient lighting, the footwell lighting. And before, when I sat in the car, I felt like I was still driving a 2015, 2016 car. But with the virtual cockpit, it brings it right into 2023, 2024 territory. So I'm really impressed. Is there any issues with the virtual cockpit? There isn't any issues. Like it just works, and I'm surprised that I've had no major problems. But there are three annoyances that is that an inconvenience, but it's just me being picky. First one is it might just be my speedo, but there's very, very, very minor light bleed in the bottom right hand corner. Like, can't notice it's there, but me being picky, I'll see in the bottom right hand corner. It might just be my unit. And I've spoken to the seller and he mentioned that there might be something rubbing between the frame and the LCD. I could probably open it up and remove whatever particle stuck in between, but you can't really tell. The second annoyance of this is, so one benefit of this speedo over the original speedo is the fact that you can change the displays like so. So I can go in here, choose classic, choose sport. Now this is not a major issue, but for me, because this car is not a GTI, it's a Golf Mark 7 1.6. That is not correct, but that's just because I've got a diesel car. If you have a diesel car, you won't have as many options. But if you have a petrol car, you can literally choose any one. Classic, gear and speed, economic and range. So these work as intended with the right rev counter. And you got to bear in mind, we haven't changed the board that's in the virtual cockpit. We've just transferred it across. So everything just works as intended. And the benefit of having this virtual cockpit is the fact that no coding is required. So you don't need to match the mileage. So for example, my mileage is there, which is 85,983. So the third annoyance is, so if I go in navigation and it tells you what road I'm on, but for some reason, when I go, say, in a car park on the ground, it should say unknown road, which it does say, but there's a typo. So it says uncone road. That is the only issue that really bugs me because I'm so particular with everything, but it's something that can update in the software. So it's not a big concern. But besides that, I'd really recommend the Speedo. Like it does everything you need it to. The installation isn't that bad. Thinking about it now, that it only takes around an hour? I think an hour max to move the board over from the original housing. But when you do the installation, your heart does drop when you're taking off the dials from the original Speedo, because if you mess it up, no one's going to help you. You can't take it to VW, and most Lale won't know how to fix the situation. But if you've got a Golf Mark 7 with the analog Speedo, I'd highly recommend this mod. So I'll show you how it performs. Also, the customization on this is pretty great. So I can, for example, go on ambient lighting, and the ambient lighting for this and this will match red. It's red there and it's red there. When I choose the modes, I can choose eco, normal, sport. It will change as intended. So let's get started. Let me change it to normal because I'm on normal roads. This Lala is going to blind me. One thing I don't understand is, why do Lala need to go at 100 miles per hour everywhere? Like, Araman al Chalana, like this guy wasn't speeding, but it's like, why are you in a hurry for? Your roti ain't getting cold. Sometimes Araman al Chala. You know what I mean? Yara, these men are driving like they're playing Need for Speed or GTA. Please, Araman al Chala, you got parents to go to. If you want to drive like a jungly, play Gran Turismo or GTA at home. Simple as that. So as you can see, it works pretty well. No lag. So let's see if we can take it. Allah. This is why I hate driving in Birmingham, because the potholes are bigger than my future. Like, you think Pakistan roads are bad, Birmingham is just as bad. Where is all our council tax money going? I don't understand. And driving on 19-inch alloys, gosh, man, you feel that in your spine. Come on. And you can tell that I'm not great at doing long videos, because with TikTok videos, you only show the best parts. Like with me and my autism, I can barely string a sentence, and I'm not the most exciting person in real life, just awkward and shy. So I'm like, But hopefully, with me doing more and more videos on Otapna, that I'll somewhat get a pattern in, and I'll know what I'm saying more often. But guys, do let me know in the comments down below, what video do you want to see next? Like, I've got a few planned in my head, but it's just that me finding the time. This isn't my full-time job. Like I said, it's a hobby. It's something I enjoy doing, something I learned during lockdown. So during lockdown, when everyone was making lotus cheesecakes, banana bread, I was learning how to do McKenke, just because everywhere was shut, and the fact that I don't trust people that often. That's my autism. I just find out how to trust people. I was thought in my head that if I learn how to do things myself, I know the job's going to be done great. My whole Otapna journey started because I wanted parking sensors on an old car, and I messaged some guy in Gumtree asking when can you get it done and how much it costs. And the guy was pretty rude. I was like, you know what? Me being autistic, I find it very hard to trust people, and because he said what he said, I just felt really bad. Like, I was like, I didn't need that disrespect. So I thought, you know what, I can just learn it myself. So if I can learn it, and I had no previous mechanical knowledge, any mechanical knowledge, I've never held a drill until like 20 something, you can pretty much learn all the mechanical as well. So guys, make sure you subscribe, because I'll be teaching you how to do hardwiring, ambient lighting, footwell lighting, star lights, reverse camera, the lot. But be patient with me, because this isn't my day job. I just do it as a hobby, and if it takes off, it takes off. But chalo. All right, so I'm trying to go onto the dual carriageway, and I can show you the cruise control working. As you can see, it runs perfectly fine. I hope this is being recorded, because I've done like at least 20 takes. So right now, the way I'm recording this is I've got I don't want to even call it, like, it's like a neck tripod, and I've attached the camera to it and a mic, and it should be recording, and I hope the mic is recording me properly, because I'm literally going to start crying. One thing I was thinking of doing is that getting a banger 4x4, whatever I can find, and do like a road trip to France or wherever. If someone sees me driving with this neck tripod, they're going to be thinking I'm feds. The thing is, my car, I've got 5% limited from the back, so people imagine it's a Fed car straight away. I've had times where people have pulled up and looked in to make sure that it's not a Fed driving the car, which is funny because my car's on a private plate. But those who see it and don't know what it means, it looks like a regular plate, to be honest. So I'll show you now the cruise control on the dual carriageway. I hate these roads because they're pitch black. As you can see, cruise control is working at 70 miles, 65, 60. And it works. Like, for example, I can go behind this car and it will still automatically slow down and stop if the car in front slows down and stops as well. It's keeping the right amount of distance. So there you go, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for all the support, and I really do appreciate all the followers on TikTok. Like, I'm just a normal guy who learned a bit of McKenke and love teaching other people how to do the same. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you follow my TikTok. More mods coming soon, more in-depth tutorials now that I've got more camera equipment that allows me to do that. So thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.